like your energy. I don't like that.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Here we go. Pass the 50, pass the 50.
They'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
19 tight.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Next to score, Eagles 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half. He scored the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, you know, like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Fielded just inside the 20. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they've done a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. but he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Ready, break.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burt sets up to throw it.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember,
now a loose football the ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Hot 70, hot 70.
First and 10, Taylor now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make the defense mad. If they got you the football, give you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go, set. Unlock wide, unlock wide.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Cut back in, cut back in. Drop 50, drop 50.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, you got to know that.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at them again.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice.
Momentum, bro.
He's at the 50.
You can run the ball.
10. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ready up.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Happy Ranger, Happy Ranger.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
They've got his man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A huge play there for Washington. 61 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Backed up here, tough spot. Needed 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down. Here's Taylor. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaul. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just get after the defensive man or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. It's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here's another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 4 and 9 looming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still hold the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their leaders, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only do they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation for a big scene? Right now the play caller is thinking, what have I done before? This worked well that I can go to right now.
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Okay, ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be incredible field position as that'll kick out of bounds inside the opponent's 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders... possession of the football. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception in this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And they'll run again.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now here is another interception.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball, and they finally get to him as he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be...
And, my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because...
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that would be a fall incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. Adding interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And now here's another interception.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Montez Sweat.